Well, hump day, halfway through the week. It's not been an easy week for a lot of people. I just came downstairs from watching those young people standing up giving speeches in the state capitol there in Florida. Hell, they're having school walkouts all across the country. These young kids are standing up. Kids, they're young adults, baby. They're not children, babies. It's not like they don't know what's going on. They know damn good and well what's going on. And I am so proud to see each and every one of them get up there and speak their heart. These are young adults. Some already old enough to vote. Others will soon be old enough to vote. And I presume a lot of them may be thinking about running for public service because they see the disgusting example that some in the state houses in Florida are giving them. I'm proud of it. Because we have let them get away with doing nothing for too long. He just came out on his podium the other day and said he's going to investigate looking into bump stocks. Long time after Las Vegas, baby. He's only doing it now because of this incident. Because the kids are in the street, because people are angry. Oh my God, I better do something. Let's tell them some bullshit. I'll tell you one damn thing. This wave that we're riding, this blue tsunami that keeps growing daily, combined with the Me Too movement, and now this, oh hell yeah. I'm not wanting to settle for crumbs. Background checks, hell yes. Gun legislation, hell yes. I don't want a crumb. I want a big piece of that pie, baby. I want to take the power away from the pervert and sick assholes who have perverted the Second Amendment and the meaning hereof, a well-regulated. They have perverted the Second Amendment. People like the NRA, they seek out those people that their whole life is dependent upon the Second Amendment. Everything they love is wrapped around that Second Amendment. They can't quote a single other amendment, maybe the First Amendment, but they love their guns. And that's who the NRA, and that's who these congressmen who get paid off. Marco Rubio, these kids' senator, stood on the floor and said that gun laws will not work. Laws are ineffective. Well, what the hell are you doing there, Marco Rubio? Because we know how much money you take from the NRA. He is a slut for them. That Senator Thom Tillis up in North Carolina, they're sluts. They are whores for the NRA. You damn right they're going to come out and tell you the law won't work. Not in this situation. On every other thing it will, but not guns. Bullshit. Marco Rubio needs to be voted out in a landslide. Get his ass out. Send him over there with old Jack Kingston. He can go on talking heads and puke their scum shit out in support of this disgusting man we have in our house. That's what old Jack Kingston does. You talk about a slut for Donnie. Oh, yeah, baby. It doesn't matter the subject. That asshole's coming out and joining that parade of, oh, you know, all these protesters are being paid by Soros. They're all being paid to go out and... That kind of disgusting shit that comes out of... He's a former congressman. Former congressman. And he better never lay foot in the goddamn State House again. Ever. Because he's a disgusting turd for Donnie. Well, CPAC's getting ready to meet. That's right, baby. Oh, CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Committee. They're all getting ready to meet under this cloud of protest on gun violence, on the Stormy Daniels and the Playboy Mansion shit, on the Russian 13 indictments getting closer and closer. Jared Kushner can't get his security clearance. Why is that? Maybe because they already know. Maybe because Mueller already knows. He's got Jared Kushner by the balls, and he's going to squeeze. And let's see how much Jared's voice goes up a few octaves here pretty soon. Yep, they're getting ready to meet, and one of their key speakers, as a matter of fact, the one speaking right after good old Mike Pence, you know, the good Christian that is going to come out and claim that Donnie is such... What did he... Do you think Donnie's tweeting about any of this shit? He tweeted out this morning, he attacked Jeff Sessions for not investigating Obama. That's where Donnie is. Donnie's not involved in any of this discussion because the gun violence isn't about Donnie. It's not about, oh, Donnie had a gun. Oh, Donnie killed somebody. Remember, he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody. He wouldn't lose a vote. You still think that, you turd? The one speaking right after Pence is Marine Le Pen. Le Pen. Now, this lady, she's about 27 years old. She's a politician over in France. On the right-wing nut job side, her aunt was the one that Donnie backed during the French election. You know, the one that got her ass beat. The one that Donnie's always are getting behind, get their ass beat, even in foreign elections, because he's a scumbag. If Donnie supports you, people aren't going to vote for your ass. When are y'all going to learn that shit? That's going to be the key speaker right after Pence. That lady. To come over, she's an anti-immigrant, right-wing nut job. And she's going to come in and speak to CPAC. All the good ones. Even the Reagan Republicans, a small group nowadays, I guess, are letting them know that they are inviting a Putin apologist, a Vladimir Putin apologist and a NATO hater into CPAC, because that's who the Republicans are, along with their white supremacists, their neo-Nazis, their French right-wing nut jobs. That's who the Republican Party has become. That's who's meeting up there. If you're walking into CPAC, you're just a slut for Putin. That's it. You're a Russian hack supporting a Russian hack. Look how many people in the Trump freaking cabinet have dealings with Russians. Alex Jones and Rush Limpdick, they're coming out and saying the same thing. They're all actors. They're all crisis actors. False flag, they're being paid. Even being pushed by a Florida State Representative, Sean Harrison, who get his ass out too. Oh, he fired the aide that made that tweet saying that it's a false flag, saying that these kids are only coming out to try to hide the FBI and all that shit. There's some kind of damn conspiracy video going on that one of the kids, I think his name is Hogg, who spoke out, well, his daddy might work for the FBI. Therefore, he's just trying to cover for Donnie. The right wing have become nothing but disgusting animals who listen to Alex Jones and Rush Lipdick, that eat that shit up. There's going to be a march on March 24th. I think it's going to be a big one. I think it's going to be a great big one. Because it's combining all of this knowledge, this eye-opening, the awakening to see what our lawmakers are. And they're nothing. They're nothing. They dodged their shit. They showed us with the tax bill. All that little scribbling. Remember, I told you on the side, those are all loopholes. Loopholes for the rich. They get that shit into our laws. You think gun legislation has come up? No, because Paul Ryan is paid off like the rest of them to squelch any legislation brought to the floor. How about it, Ryan? You can introduce something now? Or is thoughts and prayers enough for you, Ryan? I've seen where Kentucky lost another seat to a Democrat. Yeah. They're coming. All across this country, people are rising up to throw this disgusting party that calls itself an American party. And they're not. They're a Russian party. And they're the party, like I said, of the vilest creatures in our society. The deplorables that they are so proud of. The racists, the sexists, the homophobes. All of those guys. That's the Republican Party while they hold up the Bible and proclaim their love for Jesus. I seen where, who's it? Billy Graham passed away. That's good. So he doesn't have to watch his son, Franklin, support an immoral piece of crap, along with the rest of the evangelicals that hold up Donald Trump for what? You think he's godly? Really? You piss on your religion when you do that. I don't know, people. I look at all this shit I got written down and everything. On a brighter note, I got a letter. Well, I didn't get a letter. I got a picture. Picture in the mail, and his name is Beau Dijon. Beau Dijon. That's Beau is the dog's name, and Dijon. I guess that's the owner's name, and came from Atlanta, Georgia. No, I'm sorry, Swanee, Georgia. I was looking at the postmark up there. Swanee, Georgia. So, Mr. or Miss Dijon, we're going to have to trim this a little bit to just get Beau in there, and we'll put his name over there, and we're going to put him up on the board, too. And, because I need a smile. I need to look at the pet board and remember that we have compassionate people in this world. And they're standing up because that's what we have to do. The motivational power of those kids should affect every one of us. We should be in the street with them. We should hold them up as heroes to our society because they're trying their best to rescue their own because our lawmakers won't do it. They got an A rating from the NRA. Vote their ass out. That's all we can say. Because those are the ones that are perverting the Second Amendment. The ones that pervert our Constitution with loopholes and crap. And legal documents 50 pages long. Oh, look at here. I can get away with this because there's a loophole. That's what they just did to the tax thing while we worry about how we're going to pay for everything. You know who's not worried about having to pay for anything? The people that got the big tax cut. They don't have to worry about paying for a damn thing. They've got all the money. And they don't give a shit about the rest of us down here. So, I don't suggest we give a shit about them. You know, back in the good old days when Donnie thinks, dreams and all that shit, 90% was the tax rate on that 1%. That's how we built highways and bridges. That's how we built schools and hospitals, by the tax base. But then came the 80s, and the era of Reagan, and the era of greed is good, and fake religions holding up crooked politicians. That's what the 80s brought us, and it has culminated in what we have up in our house now. A piece of scum. He wasn't elected because of his brains, people. He was elected because he was mean and he said things, and half the population was not half, less than half liked what he said. Says what he means. Yeah, he means he's an asshole who has screwed this country. You know, the argument I keep getting from these damn right-wing nut jobs is, oh, look at the economy, look at the stock market. It's not worth my country. It's not worth those kids' lives that we make a tax code that benefits corporations out the ass. Of course the stock market's going to go up right until the time they decide to pull their money out and leave you holding the bag. Yeah. It's not worth it to me. Not worth it. I'd rather see a really steady, even Wall Street. Not concerned with raping the profits out of everything. Look at the pay scale of CEOs and all that crap. Defense contractors, people that we pay with our tax dollars, how much they get a year. Hundreds of millions of dollars. Are they worth that much? Hell no. It's called thieving. It's called stealing. Anywhere else in the law, we would go to jail for that, but not if you're up there at the top, baby. It's just called business. We need a rising up in this country, and I believe it's coming. And those kids, they're lifting us up. They're putting us in a position to not let them get away with doing nothing. We hold the power this year. This is an election year. We need a landslide across this nation to send the message to the next in 2020. Don't bring your scumbags up here to run for our political offices. Because we see what happens when a scumbag, lying piece of crap is occupying our house. So let's work every day, every way we can, to get him and his ilk out of our society, out of our House, out of our Congress, out of our Senate. They're scumbag, blood-sucking leeches, parasites, politicians, many blood-sucking parasites. And Marco Rubio is just sucking the tit of the NRA as much as he can, and he'll defile this country for those dollars. Because like I said before, that school shooting, those kids' life, they won't pay for his next TV commercial. No, the NRA will. So Marco Rubio will lie with that kind of crap and take their money. Happily. Every day, every way. Let's do this, people. John Bertavall, Blue Dot in Texas. I'm shining this light every day as much as I can. Motivate somebody else to do the same thing. Keep your light lit, Karen. We can't let it go out. We can't let it diminish. We can't let all of this overpower our minds and feel despair. Keep your light lit. And hold up everybody else. We all need holding up. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bertavall, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bertavall on Facebook. Blue Dot in Texas on Facebook. John Bertavall Speaks, Blue Dot Family. They are a powerful page. Go over there and get involved. They want to do things that make change in this country. So get over there and like them and join them over there and find out what they're doing. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter. And yes, I've gotten on a roll here lately. Anybody following me should see what I'm writing to him. Because it ain't pretty every day, and I don't give a shit. I let him know exactly what I think. He's a disgusting traitor in my house, and I want him out, and I tell him that every time I get on Twitter. Anyway, y'all take care. We'll see y'all later.